back to Elementary 72 Gaming. Now, this is one of the new featured games that are going to be on my channel. As I said, they're starting from Christmas and they're going to continue onwards. Well, this is how it's going to go. I'm going to play a little bit of League of Legends. I'm going to play a little bit of Ark Survival Evolved in the solo play. Then I'm going to go on to PvP, maybe. But in general, you're going to find that I'm going to do a lot of other games on this channel leading up to Diablo Immortals later in the year. And once I have Diablo Immortals, that's when I'm going to be getting into some serious play. So that is where things are heading right now for me with this channel. Obviously, I do Eve as my primary coverage in this channel. The game isn't really up to the standard anymore. I'm feeling that it's falling lower and lower, so I've decided to focus on other games. And besides this, you're going to see Ark. I was going to put Raid, but Raid got too monotonous after a short period of time, so it's off my list. There are other games like Among Us will come on and off every once in a while, so I'll download it now and then. I'll play a few games, log in, log out, play, have some fun with a few friends. And that's just about it, what you're going to see from me in terms of those games. In terms of this game, you're going to see actual gameplay. You're not going to get any readouts and build-outs because I don't know this game well enough. Now, there is a basic strategy to it. You get a jungler, you get a support, you get a carry, you get multiple types of heroes in the game. And I will be able to get into that type of a system and where they're weak against, who's strong against them. But there's too many complicated things at the moment. I don't even know which is the best setup for the champions as it stands right now. I know that I can play quite chicken style and not give away too many points or lose too often. This is the co-op style play. Now, this is one of my favorite ways to play a game. I like to play co-op for two reasons. Co-op allows me to learn how to play with the champion. It lets me analyze and figure out their skills and strengths. Yeah, I got killed for killing him. Now, those types of things will happen every once in a while. You get an enemy, you get hit back. It's the small things. It does make a difference in the game. It helps carry you forward. There's momentum to gain from it. Again, I got caught by the turret. Okay, now here's something. You have to know that League of Legends Wild Rift is basically a major take of another PC game. So yes, it's one more in that exact same genre as Eve. It is a PC game that has come down to a lower standard model. Now, as I said, it is a PC game that's come down to mobile. That means that it has slight advanced features. It's hardcore in a way, it's softcore in other ways, and overall, I'd say that this one here is very much like its original content. Okay, I'm barely escaped that one. Now, as you can see, I'm really enjoying killing the easy enemies. Obviously, it's easy to kill these enemies. That's one of the reasons why I'm dominating so well here. Okay, now you're just gonna see me do something a bit weird. I'm jumping back to the base so that I can get up a little bit more power in my attacks. As you can see, there's one additional damage plus physical vamp. So there we go. Oh, I do get the assault power as well. Now, I may not be perfectly well versed with what I'm doing, and I didn't put in any of the defensive capabilities from these heroes, so please bear with me. Some of my play isn't yet even up to scratch for. There we go. Now I'm up to standard with just one weapon. Okay, let's see. No, I don't have any healing. I do have quite a bit of power to go in, but nah, not yet. I expect him to jump in. As you could see, I almost took him down. That was quite an easy fight. Now, as you can see, I took up my attack capabilities. There's a quick and easy reason for taking them up so high, and the reason is quite simple. If I pull up my attack abilities all the way to maximum, there's a chance that I'm going to be able to kill these guys a lot faster. Man, that is really sucking. Now I'm going back. I'm going to grab in a few weapons, add in a little bit of power, have a little bit more fun. As you can see, this is just a co-op game. It's not really the heaviest format of this game. And yes, you can see that I'm choosing very arbitrary abilities. I'm not thinking about the long-term play. That's because this is a very simple format of the game. I'm playing solo basically, so not a team fight. I allowed him to escape there. That was a big mistake. Yeah, they're two-man front. Looks like they're almost through to the next section. And that is just not cool. Come on. Okay, so as I use that attack, obviously you can see it's charging up for a super basically. And yeah, I'm just gonna take care of this turret while I'm at it. Okay, so this is the whole format of it. You bust through turrets in order to get to the end of a stage. And once you reach the end of a stage, you actually get to take out the enemy's base. Once the enemy's base goes down, I failed again. Okay, back to base. Let me heal up properly. Okay, so base is used for two reasons for me. I want to improve my ability to fight. Okay, I'm gonna intake a little bit of movement, and it also heals me up at the same time. Now, as you can see, I'm level 9. There's a total of 15 levels to each champion, and that gives you your super abilities. So your ultimates, your abilities that I'm using. There's still one more ability that I haven't used. Now, when I attack them early like this and when I sit in these spots, it helps me get a little bit of a lead on them. So that's something that I'm doing. I am not really good at this game, so don't try and follow my playstyle. This is a beginner's guide, basically. So yeah, I'm not really at the standard where you can count me as anything more than a beginner. Biggest mistake he's ever made. Yes, that is what I've been looking for. Now, as you can see, the other guys have taken on a lot of the heavier fighting at the moment. Now, I'm not in the right state to take him on. I need to get back, get some healing in. Otherwise, I'll just cost myself some power. That's not what I want. And here we go. This is the end of this round. I thought I could get him to pull up a little bit. You see, I need them to take me on in the higher areas so that I can destroy them a lot faster. That's the whole idea behind my playstyle at current. Enemies are really doing well against me, unfortunately. Now, this one, yeah, I could actually push up a heavy barrier. Okay, so there you go. You can see the others are actually pushing a lot harder. They almost completely destroyed the inside. I just took on this whole central platform all on my own. And there we go. Yeah, I haven't been killed that many times in the game. I was shut down. Unfortunately, yeah, I was going quite strong until this point. Now, as you can see, I don't have the best command over these skills and abilities. And when you've opened all these lanes, you're going to get these big blues which move through. They're actually special spawns. They stronger enemies, stronger unit types, basically. And when they rush in, they're going to do a lot more damage. They're going to do a lot more for the entire fight. Now, let's see if I can catch up with my group here. Okay, there's two of us heading up this way. Now, as you saw, I was the only one on this lane. That was just my first run. I'm definitely not going to be done after this. And there we go. Game down. I busted at this point. I decided that I was done playing. So this is how you actually play it. Now there is a penalty if you drop the game. There is a penalty if you go AFK, where they ban you for a certain amount of time. If I'm correct, if you pass a certain number of bans, it becomes a 1 month ban. So yeah, be careful about that if you are going to play it as a alternative to Eve, or if you're just jumping into the game. You can follow up with me. As you go up, the first 10 levels are basically beginner, right? So I'm just going to explain a little bit of it here. I'm just going to go back to the home page. As you saw, I wasn't the best in that lobby. I wasn't even very good. So this is how it works. You go up in level, and as you level up, you get players. So as you can see, there's a ranked league. You have to be level 10 to enter the ranked league. I'm not in the ranked league at the moment. Now there is a store. It allows you to purchase heroes and hero skins, and it gives you the ability to enjoy the game a little bit more. Now here are the hero selections. Now you get one for each level as you unlock levels. As you can see, I have 10. You also get a special chest that gives you a free hero. So you can choose any hero you want from this entire list, even those who are locked away from you, who you aren't yet at the level to use. So those are the advantages to you as a regular player. And it's something that you have to think about. It's something that you can do at any time when you're playing this game. Now, from these heroes that I have, some of them are what you call ranged attack heroes, like the one called Ash. Then there's the close range, like Yasuo. Then there's the tank Nasus. Then there's also the tank Garen. There's the debuff commander Blitzcrank. There's the support helper Ari. There's the jungle fighter who's Master Yi, who's one of the best here. There's Jinx, who's really good with long range combat. She also has a fantastic super ability with this big rocket that she fires. And those are about the ones that I've tested. Then there's the small girl Annie, and there's V. Now Annie has a little beast that comes out with her. It's really tanky. It can sponge a lot of damage for you. That's the whole idea of using her. V is also very similar in that manner. She'll run up, she'll go into the front, she'll take out the jungles. That's their job. Now you can look at them by the type of skill that is called, I don't know exactly what it's called. Maybe it will give me a list out now. It did. Marksman. Support. Okay, so these are the support. Debuff is a support type. Assassin, so they're good for killing heavy enemies. Mages, they use magic, so long range magic abilities. Tank, these are the tankier players. Fighters, okay, so these are the ones that fight in actual combat, and this is overall everything. Now these 6 subtypes at the top describe what type of fighting style you have, and as you saw, some fighters actually play into 2 or 3 different classes. Remember that if you use them correctly, you can actually make them fantastic. Now as you can see, I have a little badge on some of them, and the badge on Master Yi is a little bit bigger. It's called Mastery. So as you go higher and the more proficient you get with them, the bigger the badge is going to get on these players. Now I'm going to intend to learn how to play 5 different characters. Now the reason is, when you're playing in PvP, you're playing in teams of 5, and the enemy and you can choose the same characters. So you have to choose between 5 players, 5 characters, and the reason why I say learn 5 for beginner is because if someone else chooses the character you want, you have a second option. If they choose a second option, you have a third option, and it keeps going. But make sure that you choose one from each class so that you aren't limited to a single choice. And those are my advices for beginner in this game, and how to get into it if you're going to follow my method. Now my method is total for noobs. It will not make you a pro or a master at this game. I am nowhere near that level. This is one of the particular types of gameplay that I am not very good in. I'm particularly good in PvP, in a solo 1v1 shooter game on console. I'm good in PC shooter games 1v1, PC racing games, and console racing games. Those are about my 3 best abilities. I love playing PvE as my primary. I love playing PvP as my secondary group operation, and I love enjoying the game overall. So if the game has a good PvP and PvE function, I have fun. This game is pure PvP, PvE, it has a solid breakup between the two. You can choose what you are playing, and there's even a system for competition where you can get ranked. So once I reach level 10, I need to start working on my skills, and then I'll start playing ranked games where I'm going to get an evaluation and they'll give me a rank. So the ranks range from bronze to silver to gold to platinum to diamond, platinum, and I'm not sure if it goes any higher. That's all that I have been told about within the ranking system. I'm not 100% sure on all of this, and I hope to see some of you guys joining me in this game as well. Now obviously you don't get enemy teams in the sense of enemies, and once you have a 5-man team, you can always co-op with your 5 players, and that's going to give you a solid way of having fun in the game. So I hope that you all do enjoy my videos, and let's see how the support goes for Wild Rift. Thank you all for watching. Have a good day.